Hello, my name is Jennifer Navarrete, and I'm a podcaster, podcast producer, and podcast coach. And I've been at this since 2005. And in that time, I've seen things change. I've seen things, grow. Podcasting is more popular now than ever. And the really great thing about it is that it's easier than ever to get started. But even though it's easier now than it was all those years ago, there's still a lot of questions that you have. Like, who's going to help me with this? Am I going to do a solo show? Am I going to have a co-host? Am I going to interview folks? Okay, so then what kind of software should I use? Oh, don't I need a microphone? And what kind of microphone should I have? And oh, now that I've got those things covered, how do I get it onto Apple Podcasts or Spotify or anywhere else that people listen to podcasts? Oh, and what are those other places that people listen to podcasts? Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I know you've got so many questions, and I can tell you that I've got answers because I've been at this for a while. So, what I'd like to encourage you to do is to join me for the 7-day podcast launch challenge. Plan it. Everything starts with a plan. And in order to get started, we're going to take the first 7 days in August. That's right, August 1st through 7th. And we're going to walk you through what it's going to take for you to launch your podcast. We're going to answer all the questions that I just mentioned before and more and find out the right sort of podcast that's going to fit you. You have a mission, you have a message, and it absolutely should be out there. And we could have your podcast out in the wild in August. Imagine that. It's got to be exciting. So you may be thinking, oh, Jennifer, this sounds absolutely great. I totally love this idea. I'm ready. I've been thinking about a podcast, but I didn't know where to start. And now that you've got a 7-day challenge, I'm on board. So where do I go? Well, hey, I've got you. So what we want to do is if you're following me anywhere on social, and I most certainly hope that you are following me on social, you can go and I've got it in here. So if you're following me on Twitter, it is a pinned tweet, right? So it's pinned tweet at the top. But even if you just follow me and you want to go and look at the link that I have at the top, that link will take you there. But you may be saying, well, Jennifer, I don't follow you on Twitter. I follow you on Facebook. Hey, great. Super glad that you're doing that. But I also have it here on Facebook. It is a pinned post. And if you click that link, it'll take you there. Same thing on LinkedIn, same thing on Instagram. If you go there, you will get where you need to go. I hope that you will consider joining me for the 7-day podcast launch challenge. Plan it because that's what it takes. We've got to get you started. And the only way to get started is to go from point 1 to point 2 to point 3 to point 4, all the way down. By the time you finish the challenge in 7 days, by August 7th, you will have the plan to launch your podcast. Now, the key will after that is going to be to take action. And believe me, I've got you covered there too. And if you have any questions, the link is down in the description. It's also in the comments, but my DMs are open. You can inbox me questions. You can ask away. I'm happy to have you join me for this challenge, and I look forward to hearing your podcast soon.